This is the 5th video in my do-it-yourself mini Foundry series. The coffee can based mini furnace has had plenty of time for the refractory to cure. I've heated it up in a skillet and then I've let it also air dry for a fair number of days, so it's now ready to have a first heat put to it. Shown in front of the furnace, I have a lid I've made for it. This was made out of a hard ceramic plate of the kind that you can get for home pizza ovens, and some of the more modern barbecues use a ceramic plate as well. So increasingly you can find these things at home improvement stores in the barbecue section, and they can be cut to whatever shape you want to with an angle grinder equipped with a diamond blade. The center hole I cut using a normal carbide hole saw in an electric drill, giving me a lid. Time to light the torch and put a gentle heat to this. Simple as that. Let's get a look in from the top. We can see the flame and things are just beginning to heat up. I'll put the lid on at this point. The torch is set running fairly low. I just want to apply a gentle heat right now to the interior of the furnace to make sure that any remaining water has been driven off. So I'm going to let this go for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll take a look inside again. I should point out that to do this step I have the furnace sitting on a fire brick, and also very close by I of course have a fire extinguisher. There's a couple of other fire extinguishers around too. I've been heating this for almost 10 minutes now. The refractory's working fairly well. I can even put my hand on the outside of the can furnace and it's barely warm. Let's try and take a look through the hole in the top here. Now we can see it is heating up in there despite the fact that the torch is on a very low setting. I think I'll turn the torch up higher at this point and continue the heating. There's a quick look down inside with the torch turned up. Let's stop this and take a look inside at the refractory and see what's happened. Torch off and removed. Lid off. Now let's have a look inside here. Well, the interior looks pretty good. I don't see any cracking or peeling or spalling from the test fire, so things must have been fairly dry for me. This looks good. It looks like it's ready to melt a batch of aluminum or brass for me. Now, as far as the interior of the furnace goes, you can take some of your refractory cement, whether purchased or homemade, thin it down to the consistency of a really thick paint, and you can paint it on the surface to renew the interior periodically as needed. The do-it-yourself coffee can based mini metal melting furnace is now ready to melt metal. In the next video I'll quickly look at crucibles, and then in the final video metal will be melted and cast.